The only way to experience the fantastic world of dinosaurs is to watch movies, documentaries, and play video games. Faced against these beasts of destruction, man would stand no chance, so admiring their greatness from the other side of the screen is probably the best course of action. We have selected 10 games in which you'll run away from dinosaurs, hunt and kill them, and then run away some more. If you're interested in these amazing behemoths of the past, please stick around and enjoy the video. Starting off with number 10, we have Project Ferocious. Set on an uncharted island in the Pacific Ocean, you are all alone in a search of a group of missing journalists. Everything is stacked against you. Fight against hostile forces that want to keep the island a secret, but be very cautious not to run into terrifying prehistoric and dangerous creatures. Explore a dynamic and interactive world with destructible environments. Use vehicles to discover land and sea. Engage in intense combat and fight for your life using a wide arsenal of customizable weapons. The exact release date for Project Ferocious has not been announced yet, but according to the developer, 2023 could be the target year. Judging by the trailer alone, it seems that the game still has to go through many optimizations before its release. At number 9, we have Primal Omen, an indie survival horror game. In Primal Omen, you'll have to investigate a remote tropical island and find out why it is overrun by dinosaurs. They are fierce, intelligent, and extremely dangerous. Your resources will be limited. Listen and sense your surroundings. You'll need every advantage to survive. The game is played from the third-person perspective with a minimal UI. The ammo check is done by looking at the weapons, and the effects of your health are shown on the character itself. You will not feel like a hunter. This time you'll be nothing more than prey for these epic and terrifying beasts. Primal Omen is being developed by a single developer, and at this moment we do not have a release date. Next, at 8th place, is Jurassic Architect, a city builder set in a unique prehistoric setting. Conditions on Earth are worse than ever before. Humans have finally managed to destroy the only place in the known universe that can harbor life. But thanks to the invention of time travel technology, we escaped the polluted present and returned to the age of the dinosaurs. The question is, will we do it all over again, or will we be more careful this time? This era provides plenty of essential resources, but things are a bit more complicated. While you can take advantage of some dinosaurs and use them for gathering, other predators will do their best to defend their natural habitat, now usurped by humans. Build strong defenses and protect your city before it gets overrun by terrifying monsters from the air and land. The release date for Jurassic Architect is still unknown. Following at number 7, there is Compound Fracture, a first-person retro shooter. At its core, it is an action survival horror game with a unique pixelated art style reminiscent of the original Doom. You are sent to investigate a horrific crime in a huge global corporation. Once there, you'll need fast reflexes and a clear plan to defend yourself, since the place is overrun by creatures from the past. Encounter terrifying dinosaurs all over the site. Explore dark and gloomy levels and collect supplies that will help you stay alive. Use a limited supply of flares to light up dim corridors. Hold on to your weapon and always watch your back. Although Compound Fracture does not have a release date yet, we may see this title coming out in the next few months. At number 6, we have Dinos Reborn, an open-world survival game played from the first-person perspective. You are stranded on a huge mysterious island inhabited by cunning dinosaurs and other creatures. Some of the dinosaurs in this place are extremely aggressive towards you, and you'll have to live long enough to find out the reasons why. It's up to you to go from being prey and becoming a predator. In order to survive, you'll need food, water, and medicine. Do not underestimate the importance of healing herbs and a proper diet, because an infected wound or poisonous insects can spell doom really quickly. Use your bare hands to craft primitive tools and work your way up. Unlock and build traps, fortifications, and shelters. Ultimately, you'll have an entire base at your disposal. Search for clues, notes, and maps to find hidden locations. Discover the great secrets of this place and find out who you really are and what is the reason for being here. Dinos Reborn will be released sometime later this year. Before we continue, if you liked this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel as it really helps the channel to grow, and enable all notifications by clicking the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the videos coming up soon. Next up in 5th place we have Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt, a first-person hunting simulator set on a fictional planet. This is a remaster of the classic dinosaur video game, Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter, with a new engine, improved graphics, advanced AI behaviors, and seamless player progression. Explore pristine beaches, dense jungles, rocky plains, and scorching deserts. You can follow trails and track animal footprints. Some dinosaurs will flee when they see you, while others will attack because they feel threatened. As in real hunting, it is important to pay attention to the wind direction because dinosaurs can smell you. If you hide or move to a higher level, you'll have an advantage over your prey. Track the dinosaurs with a handheld GPS and call a transporter that will take them to a trophy room after you kill the target. The leaderboards will show the highest score, maximum shooting distance, and most money earned. Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt will be released later in 2022. At number 4 we have Deathground, a solo and co-op survival horror game that plunges players into a desperate fight for life against deadly AI dinosaurs. Enter Deathground with a team of up to 3 players for squad-based action, or try to survive alone when playing a solo session. You'll form a group of professional hunters and survivalists who go on a mission to retrieve high-value loot. But if you want to experience the really intense horror atmosphere and tickle your senses even further, try to do it all alone. Choose between different classes with special traits, skills, and tools, and create a strong team that works well together in completing dynamic objectives using stealth or combat. Reach extraction points while running away from the unpredictable AI dinosaurs. Deathground is still in development and we have to wait more for a release date. Next, at number 3 is Exoprimal, a team-based online action game that pits humanity's cutting-edge exosuit technology against history's cruelest beasts, dinosaurs. Although some parallels can be drawn with the Dino Crisis series from the early 2000s, Exoprimal is not a reboot, but a completely new title. Exosuits are divided into different roles, and players control these exosuits to take on overwhelming swarms of dinosaurs in online-only action game modes, eliminating the latest dinosaur outbreaks and completing objectives. In Dino Survival, the main game mode, 2 teams of 5 players compete in a variety of PvE and PvP missions. The team that completes the mission first emerges victorious. Whether players clash directly against the other team or fight alongside them against a common enemy, the goal is to complete the objectives as quickly as possible. Exoprimal is being developed by Capcom and is scheduled for release in 2023. Coming in at second place is Instinction. You have probably heard of Instinction by now because it was revealed way back in 2021 and in many Unreal Engine showcases meanwhile. Experience a cinematic story-based action-adventure as April Summers, a determined and fearsome adventurer in search of ancient artifacts left behind by an unknown, long-gone civilization. On your journey, you'll encounter a variety of voracious prehistoric and extinct creatures that will stand in your way as you conquer many environmental puzzles and quests in an open-world survival horror action game. Instinction's developers, Hashbane Interactive, for whom this is their first title, have created some beautiful immersive environments filled with ancient ruins, lush jungles, and underwater exploration. To say that the graphics and attention to detail are amazing would be a slight understatement. Whether you like dinosaurs or not, you have to admire this game's potential for setting some new trends in the modern gaming industry. Instinction has been in development for quite some time now, and we still do not have a definite release date at the moment. If we had to guess, we could realistically expect to see it later next year. And finally at number 1, we have Ark 2, the upcoming sequel to Ark Survival Evolved. Let us briefly go over some of the biggest improvements over the previous title. Ark 2 features pure third-person gameplay and completely revamped controls and movement for both players and creatures. A lot of work has been put into advanced character animations like parkour, sliding, free climbing, and more. Because of this new system, melee combat is more challenging. It will have more similarities to Dark Souls than to Ark 1. You'll have to time blocks, dodges, light and heavy attacks. Stagger mechanic is a thing now, so the emphasis is put on players' skills. You'll construct your weapons and tools with millions of possible combinations. Yes, crafting is again a big part of the game and will be updated with new features. Buildings can now have their own templates that can be reused and shared in the world to build them as a team. Dynamic world events spawn all over the map, and you can choose which events you want to take part in. Pick the ones with the best rewards, and skip those you do not need at the moment. One of the bigger features announced is support for fully user-created mods for all platforms, including unofficial servers. So if you create a mod on PC and upload it to the cloud, it will also be available to all console players. This is a welcome change and a big plus for the longevity of the game. We only wish more developers would follow this idea. The visuals are amazing, and the new Unreal Engine 5 is being used to its full potential. Explore a huge alien environment. Experience photorealistic day and night cycles, volumetric clouds, smoke and particles affected by physical forces, and an insane amount of geometry details. The developers are working incredibly hard to deliver the ultimate primal survival experience. Hopefully, they'll be able to deploy a more polished game this time around and avoid all the issues that plagued early Ark 1. Due to the enormous amount of work put into Ark 2, the release date has been pushed back to 2023. So which of these games are you most looking forward to? Let us know down in the comments below. Many thanks for watching, as we really hope you found this type of content helpful, so hit that like button if you did, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until next time, have a ton of fun.